Tunisia is no longer now a state of the rule of law. The rule of law is out of order, because this guy he's considering himself that he is the law, he is the institution, and he's the people, and this is crazy. When you have a leader, considering himself as the representative of the people and the law and the institution, then you have a real problem, because we have no longer a real state. And this situation is completely not acceptable for my generation, because we fought for the rule of law and for the state of institution for more than 5 decades, and then this guy came and say, no, this game is over. No, I am the boss, and I am the law, I am the state, I am the people. It's not acceptable. That's crazy. What we are witnessing now in Tunisia is, the destruction of all the political system, the democratic system, and a new regime. In fact, the old regime is coming back, the regime of Bourguiba and Ben Ali. So don't be surprised. But I think this guy would be probably disappointed, because the Tunisian people will not accept, the setback. Because don't forget that we have fight for more than 5 decades, for having this new political system, the democratic system, and we are not going to give up, and say, hey, please just set up your dictatorship. No, of course, the Tunisian people will fight against this. I think 10 years after the revolution, the Tunisians got accustomed with freedoms, freedom of expression, freedom of association, and they're not going to give up, especially because, when this guy came in saying, hey, this democracy is not working, I am going to give you what the best political system that would provide you with food and with economic development, etc., etc. And now the Tunisians are they are seeing that this is completely false. In fact, they are losing their freedoms, and they are not gaining anything such economic development. I do believe that Tunisia is in danger. So I do believe that opposition should and must, unite it against the coup. This is their responsibility. I'm always pushing, my friends and everybody I'm talking with. I'm pushing that, look, Tunisia is in danger. You have to sit down. You have to forget your differences, your problems, your personal problems. You have to unite, because we have to save our country from this guy. I do believe that he's insane, and that he's destroying the democracy, that he's destroying Tunisia, that he's destroying the economy of Tunisia, and that we have to do everything, to get rid of him. He's no longer accepted or supported by anybody, I think. Even his good friends like the Emirate regime, the Saudi regime, the Egyptian regime, they do know that this guy is extremely weak, that he's not accepted by the population, that he's no longer a real player. They do know that, in fact, he's just a puppet, and behind him, you have the real forces that are governing Tunisia. I think the military, the police, and the deep states, and this guy is just a puppet. And I think that they no longer have any confidence in him. And I'm afraid that they are looking for someone stronger than him, like would be the real Sisi, the real Tunisian Sisi. This is my fear. So this is unfortunately a new wave of populism everywhere, because democracy is it's not an easy political system, and people, get impatient. They would like to have results very, very soon, and unfortunately, democracy takes a lot of time. So this is why I think we have, I wouldn't say universal phenomena, but it's not specific to Tunisia. And I'm afraid that I would say for the next decade, probably we will have this guy elected in many, many countries, because they don't have confidence in the political system, in the political parties, etc., etc. But we have to face this danger, because we do know that populism is not the answer to any question, and that populism would fail everywhere. And I think populism in Tunisia, represented by this guy, would fail, and would fail very, very soon. But the cost would be very, very high to Tunisia. So this is why I think we have to do everything we can, to get rid of this guy as soon as possible. Because as long as he's president, as long as Tunisia is a mess. All Tunisians are responsible for the situation because, the Tunisian were free to elect the parliament. So if they have elected corrupt people, they have to accept their own responsibility. They just can say, oh, this parliament is horrible because this parliament has been elected by you Tunisians. So you have also to accept your responsibility. We all are responsible of the situation, not only Saied. The main problem is that this guy, worsened the situation. The situation was not good. It was a real catastrophe, from the economic point of view. But this guy has worsened the political situation, and now he's, I wouldn't say part of the solution, he's the problem. In history, you have some laws. One of them said that after a revolution, you have always a counter-revolution. And what we know also that if counter-revolution, does everything, to prevent revolution from, achieving its goals. Also, the counter-revolution fails every time, everywhere. So I am expecting that the counter-revolution now is failing everywhere. The counter-revolution is failing in Egypt, and it's failing in Tunisia. So the very reason of the revolution are still here. They're worsening. People are watching the failure of the counter-revolution. This is why I'm confident that there will be a new wave of revolution, and that the game is not over.